All right, I am knocking out some videos today, climbing out of the hole that I was put in by having my back out. So yes, let's try and do some stuff. Themes video, 2023 themes video. I try and do a check-in each month to sort of keep me focused, to keep me keep an eye on the big picture. Big picture. So this is big picture stuff. This isn't um, going with the small little details, which consume the rest of my waking hours, but the big picture. So my 2023 themes, which this is highly indebted to the idea that I got from CPG Gray and Mike Hurley at Cortex, is the idea of have some themes for the year. And my two themes are deepening and perspective. So for deepening, starting off with physical, which is back. A lot of it is my back, which this has been a tough month for my back. I just I tweaked myself at some point. Part of it sleeping, but just a part of it was I think what happened was I weakened it because I was walking around in shoes that have blown out, and that weakened it enough that I was in bed at some point and I twisted and I tweaked myself really good. Luckily, I did this at the start of a weekend so that by the end of the weekend, I was able to get back to work, which is good. Um, but I focused on doing my back exercises. I do need to make an appointment with Joel, and I should do that because it's probably not going to be until January before I actually get into him. So I need to get that. I need to get that done. Really taking care of that well, and this is also the idea of doing walking, of doing my biking, which is just commuting back and forth from work, just doing all that sort of stuff. Probably also trying to kind of lower my weight to kind of take the pressure off that way, and sleep, all the other things, physical. Yes, always the as you're as I'm 55 now, just turned 55. As you get older, it's like I need to focus on this shit if I want to make it to 65, retirement age or something like that. Not in a complete mess. I'd like to hopefully get there with a fairly strong back and trim weight and just being healthy and well rested. That would be nice. That would be good. Deepening with the relationship with Ja, which is the talks in the morning, walks with her when she is willing, and trying to find weekend activities to do. And yes, we got to go to burlesque, which I have to be aware that Ja is coming up with a lot of these ideas, and I need to come up with some of my own kind of like, here's something fun that we could do out, because I think it's a really important thing for us, and I need to contribute to that. Number three is my YouTube, 2 videos a month, focused topics, whatever interests me, but also using my hopefully improving vocal skills. And it is YouTube now, less than BookTube. I released a video which was me talking about my tablet, which is like, yeah, that was a fine video to do. And it did have kind of a reading component to it, but I am happy doing videos and releasing them that aren't strictly book related. Though, really, who am I kidding? How many interests do I have? So still a lot of them will be book related. Number four is, yes, working on those vocal presentation skills improvements, vocal presentation skills improvement, and intellectual rigorousness, I guess, is the other thing to add on to that. It's not only being able to say something, but having something worth saying, or at least having something that is researched enough and noted enough where I'm getting my sources from. We just had a very interesting video from H Bomber on the issue of plagiarism, and it's not like that I think I'm a plagiarist or anything, but it's like really noting your sources and being rigorous that way is a good thing. And I do like a good description box full of like links to where I got information from. So there definitely is that. Number five, reading, giving myself to get lost in a good book. For November, that kind of fell by the wayside. I do need to kind of pick that up again for December, though it's been hard because I haven't been able to sit down as much. That whole thing of not being able to sit down for extended periods of time to read is definitely there. So I'll try, and as my back gets better, I can sit down. I ironically can sit down more and get more reading, get more reading done. Number six is professional, is to be aware of my coworkers and trying to be supportive with them, especially since I've got so many new coworkers, and just trying to kind of adjust myself to them, to their styles. Trying to write things that I think, okay, this is how properly, or this thing needs to get done, but also being accepting that people have different ways that they want to do things, and let them do that. And B is to be on time. 6B is be on time. So that is definitely making sure I'm getting to work at least 5 minutes early. Early, and it's not 5 minutes early. It's just getting to work at the 5 minute mark, 5-2 mark. Is I think the least I can do as a good worker and a good co-worker, because I'm relieving people who have to stay there until I show up. Number seven is financial, which I have to say I struggle with. It's looking for ways of living cheaper and making shrinking dollars stretch. Food, entertainment, clothes, physio, sort of working on that. And also we've had a discussion, Ja and I, about the whole idea of financial planning. I am turning 55 after all, and it's like, okay, I'm not obviously in any position to retire at 55, as there are some people out there who are, but I've kind of accepted that was the case, and I don't think it would actually be very good for me to retire. I think that would someone who actually thrives on having a schedule and stuff that I need to get to, like this video. It's like, okay, I'm doing this because I need to get it done. But yeah, talking to somebody and trying to think about, okay, what would retirement look like for Ja and I? This would, I think, having a plan is much better than, you know than than living in fear. Basically, have a plan. So that is something that, coming the new year, is something that we need to work on and figure it out. Okay, I'm 5 minutes away. And number eight is doodling and writing. Continue doodling and writing. Yes, yes, yes. Both, yes to both. Doodling, not so heavy, but yes, gonna work on that. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Gotta go. More videos later.